What's going on, guys? I hope everybody is enjoying their day. You're probably wondering why we are cracking up before we're starting the episode. So, one hack to entrepreneurship, we're going to talk about wealth hacks on this episode. One hack to entrepreneurship and consistency is batching content, right? So you might see your favorite content creator like, man, how are they so consistent? They must like have a team that follows them every single day. Or it makes you think about when I say that. You heard the Dave Chappelle. You could shut the. Or we are very strategic and we plan out when we're going to create content, right? So Carter, you're traveling right now, but it seems like you got content popping off every day on the page, right? So how is that? And I know you got a birthday coming up, and I just got a hunch that there's going to be some content that didn't get shot in Budapest or Europe that's going to roll out. I got a hunch. I could be wrong. I got a hunch. There's gonna be some stuff that rolls out. I don't want to spill as my good friend likes to say. I don't want to spill your candy in the lobby.
Yeah.
But yeah. So batching content. So anyway, so we're obviously looking like last episode, right? Mm-hmm. No secret there. Not because we were in the same clothes, but because we are recording 2 episodes back to back. But I say all that to say why we were laughing is because we were texting in the group chat and it's midnight, a little after midnight. What time is it?
It's almost midnight here. It's almost midnight here.
Almost midnight, right? And Carter's like, "What did you see? Send a meme. What the meme say?"
I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
Yes, we still here.
Hey, and that's another thing, man. Like, yo, being an entrepreneur, man, you got to show up. You got to show up and show out. You know, there's glory on the outset, but like, there's long nights before, and you got to just accept it. You know, I never forget, bro. This and it's levels to like when y'all see successful entrepreneurs, you have no idea how hard they work. Right. I remember I pulled up on Terry Ijeoma. Shout out to Terry, Miss Trade and Travel.
The
silent assassin. Yeah, bro. I pulled up. So she had this crazy crib in Bel Air. She was shooting some YouTube videos. She obviously had a chef there all day because it's Terry. We had an amazing dinner. It's like 11. She's been shooting all day. And she looks at her team like, y'all want to do one more? And her team is like in fear that her mind is set on doing another episode before they go to sleep. Yeah. And then they have a 5 a.m. flight. And she was like, I guess we got enough done today. They were like, yeah, we got enough done. But she was gung-ho, ready to do this episode with somebody she was about to want to interview who was at dinner. But she was locked in. So it just reminds me like, yo, it's the real entrepreneurs have real success. Like they make sacrifices and they do things that you have no idea behind the scenes. So, you know, I'm the successful entrepreneur. So that's what I'm doing today. That's all I want to say.
Toot his own horn. I'm gonna let him toot it. Toot. As of this recording, we I think a week or so away from InvestFest. So shout out. We're really excited about that. Gonna pull up one of InvestFest. If you listen to our last episode, we talked about pulling up to events and being in the room. So we're excited to see a lot of y'all there. I think they're projected to have anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people in the room. So make sure you pull up on the Melanin Money booth. We're super dope. We had the dopest activation at Black Equity Con.
We got the dopest there too. What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? So like, what are we really saying, right? So just pull up on us. We have some surprises for you guys, but we're really, really excited about that. But today, what we wanted to talk about are some wealth hacks, right? Just like, simple, but really cool things that you can do, right? To help accelerate your ability to build wealth, save money, and just get ahead financially, really, right? We're just going to kind of share some of our secrets with y'all so y'all can steal them, right? And then do the same thing. And if you have any wealth hacks, right? If you have anything that you like to do, make sure if you're a YouTube watcher, you put your wealth hack down in the comment section. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, right? Because that helps us organically get in front of more people. And obviously, if you're watching this, you believe that this is a message that other people need to listen to. And if you're a Spotify or Apple podcast listener, please leave us a 5-star review and do the same, right? It organically helps the platform let us know that more people should be listening to or watching this content, right? So let's get into it. All right, so I'll kick it off with one of mine. We were just kind of, organically talking about some of the ones that we like. So a couple episodes ago, we had Julia, right? Who absolutely blew our minds on credit card rewards hacking. I mean, she is a whiz. The way I was doing it was arguably archaic. I thought I was doing something, you know what I'm saying? And the way she broke it down, there's just a lot of hacks and a lot of ways to do it. So not to kind of elaborate on what she talked about, but something that I was doing even before I learned about her strategies was whenever I had enough rewards points to cover, let's say my flight or my hotel or the trip in general, what I would do is I would tell myself, well, technically, if I didn't have a credit card, right? And I wanted to go to this place anyway. And if I wanted to go to this place anyway, I would have had to have the cash to pay for this trip. So why not, even though I'm getting the trip for free, take this money and then invest it, right? Instead, so I can accelerate my ability to build wealth. Now, mind you, this is money that I could have just left in my bank account or arguably could have not even had or afford, right? But because I have rewards points, I could have went on the trip for free, which I did. But I then took that same amount of money that it would have cost me to travel and I used that money to invest. So that's one of my little wealth hacks that I use to hold myself accountable, to make sure that I'm always finding ways to add more money to my investments.
Yeah, and I love it. And guys, when we say wealth hacks, we're just talking about like little fun ways that we trick ourselves into becoming wealthy, right? Because we all know, left to our own devices, we are human and humans make mistakes. So I like to make money fun and make, and do little things that, again, just make me become a wealthy person, even on accident, because left to my own devices, who knows what will happen. So GA, I love yours. I might steal that. Yeah, I might steal that because the way I travel, the way these airlines try to get their money in blood, let me tell you something.
Right.
But yeah, so one of mine, y'all, is I have always been, I've always been cheap. Like I've been cheap since as long as I know it. Hopefully the women I date won't call me a cheap date, but I'm your boy. Your boy is cheap. So I don't like making large expenditures, right? Like and large goes from wherever you at. $100 at one point was large for me, $500, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. So if I'm going to make a large expenditure purchase, and I don't mean investing in myself, like if I'm about to buy a course, a mentor, or whatever, that's not the case. But if I'm about to buy something that doesn't return money in value, I listened to a Jay-Z lyric that said, if you can't buy it twice, then you can't afford it. So I'm like, all right, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. So before I buy anything, I make sure I can buy it twice. But here's why I took it a step further. Instead of actually buying it twice or letting the other half sit in a bank account, I invest that additional amount of money. So if I see a Rolex watch that I want to buy and it's 15 grand, I'm like, all right, I got 15. I actually got 30. Now I could purchase it for 15 and just leave the 30 in the bank, but I'm gonna make it leave my account so I really feel the pain. So like, if you really want that Rolex, you gotta pay $15,000 for the Rolex. Then you gotta put $15,000 into your future, as well. So I think when the money has to leave the account, it's like, all right, bro, because ain't nobody actually gonna buy it twice. Ain't nobody actually buy it twice, but now you physically have to take it out your account. For me, it really makes me second guess large purchases, and when I do it, I'm funding my future as well.
Yeah, and I mean, and honestly, when he says, I love that, by the way, that's a genius one. But honestly, what it made me think about is like it's like acorns before it was acorns. You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense that acorns like will take, well, not quite because you're like taking the exact amount, but like acorns will like kind of round up, like you made this purchase and then it will round up your change. But like what I'm thinking about is even people can start this on a small scale, right? So I like the big purchase play. But if you're like still trying to be like just trying to get used to the idea of investing, maybe just with just even smaller stuff, like you're going out to eat, right? It's like, okay, I'm going out, I'm spending $80 on this meal. Let me make sure I'm investing $80, right? Like just get in the habit of whenever your money is leaving your account, not whenever, but like you can pick certain things. When money's leaving your account for whatever, right? Try to match that and find a way to invest or advance your future, right? Even if it's investing in yourself. It's like, you know what? I've been meaning to buy that course. I'm going out I'm treating myself to this meal, but I'm also going to treat myself to the gift of self-improvement, right? So I think that's like, in general, that's like a hack that you can figure out in your life, big or small, where you can leverage it. So I like that a lot.
What's up, guys? Congratulations on joining Team Black Wealth. But we'd be remiss if we didn't give you a uniform as an official player on the team. So head over to shop.melaninmoney.com and grab your official uniform for Wealth Builders Academy. We'll see y'all at practice.
All right. Another one that I have, it's kind of similar to the rewards one in nature, but I like to identify expenses that no longer serve me, right? That one subscription that you got because you just wanted to watch the show one time, or whatever it might have been, right? Or old like educational subscription or something that you
I just check my subscriptions, bro. Like I have a problem and I need to solve it. Like I just went over my Q1 and Q2 books like yesterday, and I'm probably like at $2,000 a month of stuff I don't use. So yeah, I'm hopping on this train immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. And trust me, I've been there. I'm like, I look at this, I'm like, yo, what is this? Yeah. And especially the ones that are smaller, even the ones that are like annual, because you really forget about those.
The Best Buy just hit me with $575 for annual like Geek Squad. I'm like, bro, come on, man. I haven't stepped to put the Best Buy. I'm like,
yeah, bro. You know my most embarrassing one.
Let's do it.
When we first met, I think I was already here. I might have already been here. I think I had just left. Because when you lived in Chicago, you had this dope high rise that you was living in, and I had just left mine and moved. Thank God, right before the pandemic. Me and my wife might not still be if we lived in the high rise during the pandemic. But anyways, so I just left my. I was with Joe Carter. I'm like, yo, man, like it's a vibe over there, bro. Like y'all, you making me miss my high rise. But I said that to say when I moved, because the high rise was smaller, we didn't have as much space, and we were coming from a house that we sold in the suburbs at the time, so we had some stuff in storage. So then we moved to the spot we are in now, and we had the space again, and moved everything out to storage. I've been meaning to like cancel it, and when I tell you, 2 years went by, and I forgot that I was paying for the freaking storage. Yo, I was so pissed. But at least you could have technically used the Best Buy thing. What I'm gonna do with an empty storage unit? Nothing. So when I tell you I was pissed, I was like, yeah, y'all can't give me none of this money back. Yo, bro, I want to report that joint as fraud, yo.
Hey, True Bill needs to be a sponsor on this podcast, bro.
True Bill, yeah. Shout out to we're working on brand deals now. Shout out, tell him we can clip it up. We can go back in the archives. Yo, we done supported y'all 2-3 times. But before we asked for this deal, so shout out to True Bill. But yo, like that is so embarrassing to me. I'm like, yo, how did you let 2 years go by? And you got a empty storage unit, right? Now, here's another thing about the storage unit. If the value of the stuff in the storage unit doesn't exceed the amount of money you're going to spend to house it, throw it away or sell it and just get it again. If it's not like an antique or a family heirloom or something like that, get rid of it. Because here's the thing. You might have a mattress in there because you don't have a 2-bedroom anymore. The mattress is going to cost you $500, bro. Right? Yeah. So just do the math. Like if the amount of money you're going to spend in storage is going to exceed the cost of the thing, get rid of the thing, right? And that's something I learned in hindsight. I'm looking at like anything I had in here, I should just got rid of, because if I didn't need it for the 2 years I was there, right, when I actually had it, and then the other 2 years, which, oh my God, so I've had it for 4 years. The other 2 years I forgot about it, right? Think about how much money I've spent on storage in 4 years, right? It's nuts.
And y'all, we saying this to let y'all know we are not financially perfect.
Right.
Like we are not financially perfect. And the sad part about it is when you start making a lot of money, it's like
you get even more lax.
Bro. Like I have this fight, and we just being transparent real quick. I have this fight where, okay, yes, I used to budget a lot when I was like starting out, and like I used to track every expense, but for me, spending time thinking about expenses is me living in scarcity, where I feel like I should be spending time thinking about how to make more money because I live in abundance. But like, you gotta check that line, because like when I check myself over the last month and a half, over the last quarter, I'm like, bro, like you need to be your own financial advisor right now. Like, tighten it up, chief.
Yeah. Nah, he's right though, and I'm glad that we can be transparent with y'all and y'all don't judge us. But to that end, I think another thing that you can do is pay yourself first budget.
Oh yeah,
right?
but that's happened. Like the investing is already a percentage of, something. But still, like what happens if you cut out, and even for us who make a lot of money, if you cut out $2,000 a month, that's $24,000.
That's facts. That's facts. And we can't overlook that. That's facts. Yeah. So homework assignment, if you didn't do it, however many episodes ago it was, right? Go through your expenses. Probably on a monthly basis, we should be mentioning that, right? Yeah. You should let us know what expense you cut and what. Ooh, I like that.
What's going on, guys? My name is George Acheampong.
I'm Jacqueline Shattuck.
And I'm Carter Cofield.
And we are the founders of Melanin Money. And the reason why we started Melanin Money is because we know that there's a great disparity when it comes to building wealth among people of color. We have a tremendous mission that we want you guys to join. Right? Every single year, we want to help at least 1,000 people improve their net worth by $100,000, which will create $100 million of new Black wealth every single year.
Can you imagine $100 million of new Black wealth every year? As it stands right now, for every $1 that a white family has, a Black family has a mere 10 cents to match that dollar. We want to increase the wealth in the Black community so that we can have equal opportunities.
Simply put, we're about closing the wealth gap, and it starts with you.
So, see you inside.
So, maybe not every month, but for those of you who are at least listening to this episode, right, let us know what expense you found and cut and what you are doing with the money. Where is that investment going? Are you buying a stock? Are you buying a course? Like, are you saving it? Like, what are you doing with that money? But more importantly, I'm almost curious, like, of all the different expenses that all of us have out there that we just forgot about, that we don't need. So let us know if you're watching this on YouTube. Let us know in the comments what expense you cut. If you leave your 5-star review, you can even let us know there on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So super cool. I like that. That's one that's worked well for me. Is just whenever I find an expense I can cut or reduce, let's transfer that money to investing.
Yeah.
All
let
right.
me see if I got
another one.
Let me see if I got another one. I got to force it, but I thought I had something on the top of my head. But like, even if for those of you all who like are not motivated by investing per se, like use that money to live your life. Like, use that money to travel. Like one of my travel hacks, here it goes. My travel hack was all my Acorn money went to my international trips.
I did that too. I did that when I first started Acorns. Yeah, I did. I took a trip.
When I first started Acorns, I was like, all my cars would go crazy. I would book my flight for my trip, but my spending money, I would open my Acorns account. Oh, $1,600, $1,800, $2,000. Like that's from my trip. So even if you're not motivated by this investing thing, get motivated to live your life, because we don't live to work. We got to work to live. Okay.
Yeah. Justin put it perfectly. Who was on the podcast a few episodes. Shout out to Justin. Yeah. Super insightful guy. But you don't want to build your life around your business, right? You want to build you want to build your business around your life.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to again, Carter, perfect example, right? Budapest at midnight. And we're having this podcast, right? But he wants to have this podcast. This is not work, right? This is not like we feel obligated to do this. Now we're committed, and admittedly there are times where it's not always convenient, but being able to run with the bulls, and I think this is the annual ritual for you. Every birthday month, do you do that?
Every birthday month, I'm out the country in my 30s, but every 3 or 4 months, I'm out the country, period. And remember, we had this conversation. We were coming together for $1 million because like, yo, bro, do you want to be a part of the podcast? I'm like, look, my brother, I love you, but if it intercedes with this travel thing I got going on, I want no smoke. He was like,
I remember that. Like we were literally this close. So here's what happened. So he kind of said, hey guys, I'll come on. I do like a tax expert segment, here and there. Yeah. And then we were working on the graphic, and I was like, all right, so do you still want to be on the graphic, or do you want us to have like a separate one that we just use when you come on? And he was like, nah, I want to do it. He's like, nah, cut me in.
The graphic got me. The graphic got me. But it was like, yo, as long as when I'm traveling, y'all respect my out the country schedule, then we good. And that goes with anything I do in business.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, right? That's how it should be. And there's always seasons of sacrifice, but that's how it should be, right? Like you should be able to build your business around your life, right? Our operations manager, one that we actually share, she asked me, I mean, I respect the fact that she always asks me, but she's like, yeah, like, is it okay if I like work from Dallas, or is it okay if I work from LA? I'm like, I would be a hypocrite if I told you no. Right. As long as you can get the work done, you can be on Mars. Just like, let's, you know what I'm saying? Just as long as the work gets done. You know what I mean? So like I don't care. So yeah, like make sure that you're enjoying your life. And to Carter's point, you could use this hack to find incremental ways to enjoy your life more. All right. So this one's really cool. And again, like we said, it's gonna be just a quick, fun episode for you guys to steal some of these hacks and leverage them and even share your hacks with us. And in the show notes, or not the show notes.
Please share your hacks with us in the comments. I can always use some more. Please share your notes.
What's going on, guys? I'm George.
I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Carter.
And we are your money mentors. But today we wanted to talk to you about a really special feature, Financial Flicks. Can you imagine an entire on-demand library of financial content across 3 main categories: wealth building, entrepreneurship, and personal finance, so that you can take your finances to the next level?
Guys, when you replace entertainment with education, your life will change forever. Imagine replacing 1 hour of Netflix with 1 hour of Financial Flicks. Imagine how much further that could take you to your financial destination. And we have the perfect library for you.
Yeah, so if you're ready to financial flicks and chill with us to put more of your energy into education, then join us in the club. We can't wait to see you there.
See you there.
Absolutely. But this one I really love. So by the time this airs, this will probably be in the Melanin Millionaires Club, or it will be there shortly after. It's a new tool that I'm coming up with. And what happened was I was on David Shan's podcast 2019, a minute ago. I was one of the first, I think, 10 guests.
Time to get back on, King.
Oh,
the
yeah,
back.
At that time I went back. And so much, but people, because this podcast is so popular now, people will come to me all the time like, yo, I found you from David Shan's podcast. I'm glad my content was popping. You know, so people came and found me, and they're like, one of the things I really loved that you said on the podcast was the value of anything is the amount of life you're willing to trade for, right? The value of anything is the amount of life you're willing to trade for. And so because people have kept coming back to me for that bar, I was like, I need a way for people to quantify, right, the value of their time, right? And so what this looks like is there's going to be a tool in the Melanin Millionaires Club that is also a hack to determine if you really should make this purchase, right? So whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're a working professional, you know about what your time is worth, right? So if you're now we all can use the esoteric analogy. My time is priceless. Okay, cool story, bro.
Chill, bro.
Right.
Chill, bro.
I get it. Okay. But we know what our time is worth, right? For entrepreneurs, look at how much money you made over the past quarter, divide that by how many hours you worked. That is what your hourly rate is worth. For my working professionals, even if you have a salary, how many hours you're working, 40 hours a week, that will give you your hourly rate. So I don't want any math on like trying to finagle the math, right?
I just checked my numbers, so I'm about to just see myself, but go ahead and explain.
Right.
Yeah.
So then when you get that hourly number, what you can do is you can say, okay, cool. Well, this expense, let's say that my hourly, you're not mine. I ain't gonna tell you how mine, right? But let's say your hourly number was 40, right? Let's say your hourly number.
Why you gotta play me, bro? Okay, 40.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying whoever's listening to this. Y'all number might be higher than mine, right? I'm just being, y'all not like that on the show, right? Let's say your number's 40. Right? $40 an hour, right? Which is not bad. That's pretty good money for the average person, right? And you say you want to buy something that's $1,000, right? And so then what you would do is you're like, okay, well, shoot, if I make $40 an hour and I divide that by what the thing costs, that's cost me 25 hours of my life, right? So you got to ask yourself, whatever it might be, whatever that $1,000 thing is, do you feel like it's worth 25 hours of your life? It's a different perspective when you put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth 20? It might even have you contemplating the house that you lived in. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got, but the beautiful part about that is it's a two-sided equation, right? So when you understand the value of your time and you look at things that you're spending time on, I know the value of my time, right? So washing dishes, how much can I pay somebody to do that? Oh, a maid will come to my house to clean my whole house for 2 hours, and they're only gonna charge me $95 or $100. If it was me, it's gonna cost me $250 to do it. I'm delegating that.
Yeah, that's that. And
yeah.
Go ahead, please finish. Please.
So it's a two-part calculator, right? So I thought it'd be really, really dope for people to be able to quantify that, because it does go both ways. With some of us, I'm a frugal guy too, right? Like me and my wife, like we're actually a one-car household, believe it or not, and we don't live in the heart of the city. right? Because we just don't need 2 cars. We haven't found, I mean, I feel like now we will with Legend and stuff like that. But like I did that for 2. I sold my 4 Series BMW. I had it on tour for like a year and a half. Then just got tired of the hassle. And I sold it. We've been a 1-car household for like a year and a half. But bonus hack. What do you think I did with the money that was supposed to be my car payment, my insurance, and my gas over the last 3 years that I was supposed to have that car? You guessed it. I invested it. Right. Yeah. So, but anyways, so it goes both ways. And now you can quantify when it makes sense to outsource and delegate things because of the value of your time, or really question and scrutinize, does it make sense to spend money on this based upon the amount of life I got to trade for? But I know you had something you wanted to share. What do you want to share?
No, I mean, the investment calculator is dope for people to see. With the lifetime value calculator is dope for people to see how much that purchase will cost them in hours. But like, I love the flip side so much because like I am not a handyman, will never be. My father was, and he worked construction. I'm like, dog, I want no part of that. I work smart. I don't do anything that is not more valuable than my time is worth. And people are like, yo, you bougie because you got a maid, you bougie because this and that. It's not about bougie. Once you understand how much your time is worth, like people are there are people listening to this podcast that aren't millionaires because they don't understand when they should hold them and when they should fold them, right? They don't understand what they should not be doing anymore in order to put time and effort into getting skills to get to the next level, right? And that's stopping so many people from becoming 100,000, stopping people from getting their first 100K, $500,000, million, because they're spending time doing what I call minimum wage activities and not have no time for that.
And that's exactly why I included that part of the calculator, because it's important. And people get on me too, Carter, like my son was born, they thought I'd be putting together, the thing that you sent me, that you bought for Legend, you think I put that together?
Why would you do that? That's
right. I just converted all of my shoe boxes and my sneakers into like these plastic clear containers. I got tired of like not knowing my shoes, like what shoes were what, match my outfit. And I got it. I thought they were going to come together from Amazon. They weren't. First thing I did, Task Rabbit. I said, hey, these might come through, put these things together. It's going to take about 2. I'm not doing it. Right. So people get on me all the time, but I'm bougie about not putting this together. I don't care. Like you can not put it a knock on my man, whatever you want. I got to spend that time with Legend when someone else is putting together some clear plastic shoe boxes. Right. I don't put together nothing. Don't ask me to move. Don't ask me to help you move. I don't care how strong you think I am.
Hey, we got to end this episode because I'm about to go on a tangent. But it's 2 things. If you're my friend, you'll never ask me to do: help you move, or to pick you or drop you off from the airport.
Bro, like, we too grown.
Fam, get the Uber Black. I don't care. Pull up to my crib. If you why are you moving? Okay, I'm done. Why are you physical furniture? Movers are 500 to 1,000, bro. Just the freedom of space in your mind,
right?
For not having to move. Okay, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I think it was 2015. The last time I put effort into me actually, because I mean you still have to pack some of your stuff, but in terms of physically moving, no, I'm not. So I'm not moving my own stuff. Right. If I'm not moving my own stuff, you best believe I'm not helping you move. And you think even exchange is some pizza and some drinks? You got me all the way messed up.
I'll meet you at the bar, King. First round on me.
Yeah, I said, let me know when it's over. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good? Y'all straight? But yeah, that's a whole nother. Yeah, we would go on a tangent. We talked about that. But yeah, guys, take those life hacks, right? Join the Melon Millionaires Club so you can get that calculator, right? And the beautiful part about it is it's also going to quantify recurring expenses. So say it's like it's a car, you think about buying a car and it's going to cost you $600 a month, right? You'll be able to see the annual impact, monthly impact, all that good stuff. So I put that together for y'all. Well, my mind put it together. Somebody else actually built it, right? My mind put it together. And then y'all can go use that tool, join the club, and make sure y'all share y'all hacks with us, man. We can't wait to see what y'all got, because I know it's some hacks that I can use that I don't know about.
Big facts. It's been real, y'all. Today was fun. Partly because I was sleepy and laughy, but we're here, and can't wait to see y'all next time. And again, comment below which are your favorite hacks and what's some of the things that you're doing that we're not.
Absolutely. And if you're coming to InvestFest, make sure you tap in with us, right? Let us know that if you're loving the content, If you loving what we got going on, and we just want to tap in with y'all. So make sure y'all come holler at us at Invest Fest. Peace.
Peace.